Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Patience and welcome to Sew with Pepper. So in today's tutorial I'll be showing us how to make this overlapping sleeveless top on this video. So if you're interested in learning how to make this top, stick with me through the video. So guys, we begin by taking our basic body measurements. My shoulder to my bust, which is 10, my shoulder to half length, which is 16, and that is going to be my top length, 16, and I'll be adding 2 inches for the allowance, making it 18. So I'll just go ahead now to rule the lines. So I will just indicate my bust, my half length, and the allowance. So guys, in this very pattern or this very tutorial, we are going to be taking our measurements inwards. We'll be taking our measurement inward because normally we take our measurement outward, isn't it? Like maybe to the right hand side, like outside. But now we are going to take our measurement inwards. First of all, we'll determine our bust circumference. Mine was 9, and I'll be adding 2 inches allowance, and I will now rule that 2 inches allowance down and also connect it up also. That's what we are going to be using to start our measurement inwards. So we'll just rule it, connect it up also. So don't mind my lines. I just decided to do this tutorial because someone asked me to make the tutorial. So it's actually quite simple. It's actually quite simple. So we'll just be taking our measurements inwards. So from that very place now, from that very line we mark now, we'll be taking our shoulder measurement, which is 7. Mine is 7. So I'll just connect it, and I'll be taking the shoulder slope, which is 1 inch, and I'll connect it to the line. So please, this other line, it was a mistake, or I don't know, maybe it came with the paper. It's not needed. So our armhole, I'll be using 8 inches. So I will just connect it. Connect my lines together. So after connecting my lines now, in order for you to curve your armhole, you divide your armhole measurement into 2. From that very point, that's where you're going to curve from. This is just a sketch work, and I hope you understand because it's actually very simple. So after that, now what we are going to do next, we'll take our neck circumference. So the depth of the neck, I'll be using 2 inches, and the width I'll be using 3 inches. So this is going to be basically for the back, because the front doesn't need this neckline we are taking. So we'll just connect it. Hope you understand. So we'll be taking our measurement inwards. So after that, now you're just like you're cutting an off shoulder, you divide the shoulder into 2 and you connect it to the bust. You divide the shoulder into 2. This one, we are going to make use of this when we are done cutting the back. So this is what we are going to use in front, but it's just a guide. So after that, now you come down by 6, depending on how you want to drop your neck. Like basically this is just an off shoulder, but I don't know if you understand. So just like you're offing 6. So this is the 6 I'm offing. This is the 6 I'm offing. So after that, from that very point, we divided our shoulder into 2, which was 2. So you just connect from that very point to the armhole. You connect from that very point to the armhole. Then at the downside, you'll be going in. You'll be going out by 5 inches. You'll be going out by 5 inches. You'll be going out by 5 inches. So then you come up by 2.5 inches. You go out by 5 inches, you come up by 2.5, because that's where we are going to, because it's an overlap. So that is where you're going to wrap through. You can see, you just connect it there. Very simple. You can see. So basically, if you don't want to do all these marking the armhole, marking the neck, you just off 6 and just start your drafting. Just start drawing, like just start marking. If you don't want to maybe use pattern, start from the beginning, start to measure your shoulder, your neck, and all that. So after that, we just go ahead now to cut. Like this one I did, I think is even is even broad. But if you understood what I'm doing, you just off 6 and just do your measure. But this is actually nice also, because at least you're going to get it very well. So we are done cutting now. In order for you to the back is not going to be like this. The back, okay, so I'm going to measure my waist measurement now, which is 8, and I'll be adding 2 inches. Oh, so sorry, my camera could not show. Okay, and I'll be adding 2 inches. So I'll just connect it, and I'll cut it. So the back side is not going to be like the front side, because it's the front that is actually lapping each other. So in order for you to cut the back side, you're going to fold this 5 inch for this wrap, and also this very line we mark for our bust point. You fold it inside to the bust points. I hope you understand what I'm doing. Fold it inside to the bust point. Now we are just cutting the back. So you just place it in a new pattern paper. So I'm just trying to follow the pattern paper and to sketch it on the plain one, so I can cut out the back piece. So I'm cutting out our back piece already. So now the front and the back piece is actually ready. Back pattern paper is actually ready. So now you can see the front. This is the front and this is the back. You see, that's how we're just going to fix it. Hope you can see. It's exactly how it's going to be. So we'll just go ahead now to cut our fabric. So we'll be placing, because the wrap is actually for the left and the right, so we'll be cutting out in 2s. So that is where our rope is going to sit, in that very spot. We'll just cut it out. So we'll just cut our front piece now with our pattern. So we split it. This is exactly how it's going to look like. It's a wrap top, we all know. So we'll be cutting our lining. We'll be using the exact 16 inches for the lining, because we are going to be turning the main piece inside. So our front piece is ready. So now we'll go ahead to cut our back piece. And we'll also do the same with the lining. Also we're cutting the main 16 inches also for the lining, so that we'll be able to turn it. So after that, as you can see, I'm cutting the lining with my main half length. So the lining part, I'll be cutting it. We're cutting the 16. I'll be taking away the 2 inches because I'll be turning the front piece inside the lining. So now we are done cutting. So this is our back piece, sorry. So when we turn, we just turn it. Just quickly go to the sewing machine now and turn our pieces. I'll just quickly come back and show you. So this is also the front piece. So that is the main piece, and also the lining. We'll also turn it. So now we are done. As you can see, that's what I was showing you. Look at how neat it is. So we are done turning them. So we have one for the left, one for the right for the lapping. So that is where our rope is going to sit. So now our back, I've fixed the rope already. So for you to know how to fix your rope, you just measure 5. Like when it's on fold, you measure 5 volts. When it's not on fold, you just measure 10 to put your rope. So after that, we'll just try to arrange it, and then we pass our rope inside. There's a hole I kept. Pass our rope inside and you stitch it. You open it back and stitch it inside, and then you can draw it out. So after passing the rope inside, we'll just go ahead now and give it a good press, and then we'll come back and show you. So as you can see, I'm done ironing our piece, and I also went ahead now to cut out the rope for the wrap. So I'll just be putting it inside. There's a hole I made. I'll just put it inside of the both side. We'll just sew it inside for our wrap. So guys, we are done attaching our rope for our wrap. As you can see how it is, done attaching our rope. So we'll just place it now to close the sides. Remember, we use 2 inches for our side allowance, so you just go ahead to the sewing machine and close it with 2 inches. So we are done closing the side, and our wrap top is ready. You can see how beautiful it is. You just wrap it around your waist. If you so wish, you can actually add that to yours at the back side and also at the front side. So guys, our wrap top is ready to wear. So if you find this video interesting, do well to give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do well to subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video. Bye.